Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry, may I remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sanyang.
Afternoon, Madam Chair.
You're welcome back.
Thank you, ma'am.
Council, can we proceed? Commissioner Silla had a question.
Yes.
Let him. Mr. Silla, can you proceed on your question?
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon. No, the question was whether you were shown any deed as proof of ownership by the person who was trying to sell you the land.
Yes, sir.
You had?
Yes.
All right, okay. Thank you. But the first one, there was no deed. You realize that that one could have been 419.
Yes, in fact, it was a 419.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Sanyang.
If you will allow me, just to clear the meaning of 419, so that for the purpose of the records.
Okay.
I believe it's 419 means fraud.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And in Gambia, it will be 219. It is the section 419 in the Nigerian Penal Code with respect to fraud, fraudulent activity.
Okay.
So the commissioner in saying 419 is right. It's used widely, Madam Chairperson, but it stands for fraudulent activity. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Sanyang.
Yes.
You have told this commission earlier in your testimony that there is a ceiling as to regards the expenditure. Up to 300,000 it goes to council.
Office of the Mayor.
Yes, Office of the Mayor for it to be okayed for transaction to be done, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, at any point, you as the committee, you people, you, Mr. Sanyang, and the other members, at the level of the committee, did you receive any instructions by way of conveying approval for the CEO and the Director of Finance to work with the bank to get the collateral done?
Whether we get any instruction from?
From the mayor's office?
No.
Yes. Given the fact that the amount of money
Yes.
that the CEO and the Director of Finance
Yes.
were to issue a collateral,
Yes.
do you believe it was correct for them to have had express authorization?
Yes.
From either from the council through the mayor, for you people, for the CEO or the Director of Finance to proceed
Yes.
on getting the collateral negotiated on behalf of the association?
Yes. These loan issues was, a process that was, every time it happens. This was not the first of its kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then normally we don't, have anything to do with mayor's office. Anytime we apply for.
But yes, but these are loans that are going to be guaranteed.
Yes.
By the council.
Yes.
And the mayor is, at any point, could be answerable to what the CEO and the Director of Finance would do. So don't you think it was prudent, not only the committee, but the CEO and the Director of Finance, to have sought a council resolution, or at minimum, the mayor's approval to proceed on this business transaction?
Madam Chair, I believe the CEO was consulting the mayor about this loan issue.
You believe so?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, when she comes, she will tell us.
Yes.
But I am of the opinion that in transactions that are involving this kind of money, there is a process and procedure that is set out both in the manual and the Finance and Audit Act, which says after the council must have deliberated upon these issues, it should be further sent to the ministry for approval before you proceed to do any such act.
Okay.
Correct? Is
Okay,
that
yeah.
correct?
Okay, yes.
Are you aware that any transaction that when it comes to monetary transactions, when the amount is huge, there is instruction given in the legislation that you must seek some form of endorsement from the ministry?
Yes, directly with council, yes, but as the welfare association, because we don't have anything to do with council's fund. So I believe,
Okay, it was based on the fact that it is not having anything to
to do with
council.
taxpayers' monies, yeah.
But then, how would that be right? Because it is that same taxpayers' money that is guaranteeing, because the bank is asking you to guarantee, just so in case something happens. Because you just answered Mr. Sila's question when he said the first business transaction did not fall through because, you know, it's because of fraudulent activities.
Yes.
So to protect the revenues, because if anything goes wrong, the bank would resort to the funds of the council to get back their money.
Yes.
Is that not correct?
Yes, that's
so
very
in
correct.
as much as it is an independent association, it has everything to do with council,
Okay.
right?
Yes, but as I,
Now what you do for us is provide us with every documentation that you have had for this transaction and this process.
yes, ma'am.
All right?
Okay.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes, thank you very much. In fact, we proceed from where we stopped, Mr. Sanyang. And I had told you before handing over to Commissioner Silla that the mayor wouldn't have known about this particular transaction, and you had no reason to believe that it was within the knowledge of the mayor
Yes.
or council.
Yes, council.
The Finance and Audit Act, just to go further, says on page 14, section 14, do you have a copy?
No.
Let me ask that you be given a copy. It says on page 14, are you there?
Yes.
Section 14, sub 1, a council may, with the prior approval of the Secretary of State, raise loans for the discharge of its functions. Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
Yes, you mean page 14, yes.
Section 14 of the Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004. Are we together? Are we together?
Yeah, I have 14 here, then this is licensed local government, yes.
Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004,
Yes. Yes.
Section 14. Are you there? Where it says power to borrow.
No, this is not good. That's not the
Go to page 11. Just go to section 14, power to borrow.
Okay, okay.
Are we together?
Yes.
Says a council may, with the prior approval of the Secretary of State, raise loans for the discharge of its functions. You have seen that?
Yes.
And 2, a council may secure loans on the property. And the list goes on. Overdrafts 15 sub 1 says subject to the provisions of this section, a council may obtain advances from banks by overdraft on the credit of the council, and the procedure goes on. Are we together?
Yes.
Now, it does not say that it has to be done through the CEO. Now, how does council pass its decision? Decisions of council, how is it communicated?
I don't understand.
How would council, if council is to take a decision, how do they convey this?
Through general council.
And you'll have a resolution
Yes.
to that effect
Yes.
to say that this is the position of council.
Yes.
And then if you to have a guarantee from council, it has to come by way of resolution. This you would know ordinarily.
No, I don't know, because definitely, as I said, as the welfare, we are a separated body. So if we want any loan, we will go to the bank. If the bank, assign us to go and then seek for, guarantee from the council, it's the CEO that we should definitely contact.
Now we are telling you that because I read your statement.
Yes.
Where you discussed the fraudulent issue of the CEO.
Yes.
And I believe you do not agree with the fact that there were fraudulent activities. I'm not saying there were any fraudulent activities, but I'm just saying you do not seem to agree.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
And why is that?
Yes, because as I said, for us as the committee, whatever we want, we have to consult the CEO as the spending officer. And then she was the one that we consult about this loan.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, basically, your story is, or your evidence is, how whatever the CEO did in relation to obtaining this approval, you don't know about it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't have any authority over that.
All right.
Yes.
That's fair enough. Now, with regards to your suspension, how many of you in total were suspended?
We were 5 in number.
5 in number?
Yes.
And none of you were called for any hearing?
Never,
to discuss this issue?
No.
You were not?
Oh, sorry. The mayor and his team, there was a time that they went to the ministry. From the ministry, they later proceeded to the fraud squad.
To the fraud squad?
Yes, so there was a time that we were called at the fraud squad.
Do you recall giving a statement to the investigators?
Where?
To the investigators?
Here?
Yes.
Yes.
I will ask that you be given a copy.
Yes.
Council, let me just...
Yes.
For the Local Government Finance and Audit Act, 2004, can you please check whether section 14 and 15 are not deleted? Please reconfirm. If you cannot do it immediately, please confirm. So
yes,
that
we have the records.
So that we will be on the same page.
Very well. Do you confirm the statement?
Yeah, yes, yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness into evidence as an activity.
What number is that? The witness statement of Baboucarr Sanyang, dated the 22nd of August 2023, is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BS/KMC/008.
Ask the commission, please. Madam Chair, we cited the Local Government Finance and Audit Act, but however, we will reconfirm that the section 14 talks about power to borrow, but we will confirm that as well. Are there any questions for this witness? Before I proceed.
Yes, you may proceed.
Now, Mr. Sanyang,
Yes, Council.
the issue regarding Senator Martin's Sonko,
Yes.
you had said, I believe in your statement, about the issue of the bribe. Were you familiar with that?
Yes.
What is your knowledge about that?
That was not true.
How do you know it was not true?
Because there was a time that he called me and said, Mr. Danso came to her office and then left $30,000 there, but she was not the one who asked him to give him that money. Because Mr. Danso, all along, he was asking for loan. There were letters that he even wrote directly to CEO, and then those letters were given to me asking for a certain amount of loan for us to pay him.
But you still haven't established why you think that that particular part of the evidence is not true, as in the allegation.
Yes, because I guess he was saying that he was asking for that loan. That is why the CEO asked him that. The CEO, asked him to give him that amount of money.
Come again?
I said he was claiming that because of the issue of those loans,
Yeah.
that is why the CEO was asking him to give him that $30,000.
You were explaining the issue regarding the deputy mayor at some point
Yes,
in your statement.
yes.
What is it about the deputy mayor that you think was so important that it was tied to this $12 million loan?
Yes, I believe, the issue of the deputy mayor was the thing that ignited this thing.
Why do you say that?
Because they believe that the CEO was the one who leaked that audio.
What audio are you talking about? And what is the issue regarding the deputy mayor? What is the name of the deputy mayor and what is the issue?
It was the then deputy mayor,
We need to know the name
Musaba.
and what the issue is all about.
There was an audio which was leaked over the air that he was soliciting a bribe from the Ecotech guy.
Yes?
Yes. So, and they believe that the audio was shared with the CEO.
Who believed that?
The mayor and his team.
The mayor and his team believe that the audio was shared by the CEO.
Yes.
Which CEO is that?
Senator Martin.
And so why would that be a problem?
Because there was a time that I was having a discussion with Senator Martin.
Yes.
And he told me when this audio was leaked, by then mayor was not in town. When he came back, he went to mayor's office to explain to him or to play the audio for the mayor about the issue. And then the mayor told him, let him put it under the carpet because this is not going to go down well with their political career.
The mayor said that too.
Yes, Senator told me that.
Senator informed you that the mayor told her
Yes.
that the issue regarding the deputy mayor soliciting bribe should be put under the carpet.
Yes.
Why?
Because it is not going to be, it will not go down well with their political career.
It will not go down well with their political campaign.
Yes, or career.
Career.
Yes.
And so, was anything done in that regard?
Nothing was done about it.
So what happened, or how did council address the issue of the deputy mayor?
There was a time they said they were investigating it, but
Was it investigated?
well, by then I was at home. I don't know actually whether it was carried on.
So you are saying you believe this was the main reason?
Yes, this was the main reason because they were definitely angry with Senabu. They believed that Senabu was the one who leaked the audio.
But we have two issues here, Mr. Sanyang. We have the issue of an allegation of fraud and an issue regarding the deputy mayor.
Yes, the problem is,
So why would you link the two?
the problem is they were not happy with Senabu.
Yes.
So when this loan issue came out, so they hook her, they hook her so that at least they will get rid of her.
I still understand what you mean by they hooked her. Because in your statement of the 22nd
Yes.
August 2023. Let me
Yes.
count the pages. I don't think there's a number to it. The 8th page
Yes.
of your statement. The 4th paragraph,
Yes.
or let me say the 3rd paragraph, you start by saying that there was a memo dated the 26th of July 2021 from the Director of Admin of KMC, Jaya Cham, that the CEO, Director of Finance, and executive members of the KMC SWA, that's the Staff Association, including myself, were asked to hand over our offices and to proceed on indefinite leave until the said fraud allegation is fully investigated.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
This is the fraud allegation involving all of you people
Yes.
and the CEO as well.
Yes.
But it has to do with forging of signatures
Yes.
and not having an authentic approval.
Yes.
That is allegation.
Yes.
And subsequently, the Director of Admin forcefully took the keys of the official vehicle of the CEO from
Yes.
her driver,
Yes.
and as of the 28th of July 2021, the locks to the office of CEO has been changed to deny her access while she still has her personal belongings in the office. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, the subsequent paragraph said, the decision is to send us on administrative leave was made without the approval of the Local Government Service Commission.
Yes.
Chair, do I proceed? I proceed. And did not give us the opportunity to be heard on it. You have already explained the fact that you were never called and you were never given the opportunity to be heard.
Exactly.
Therefore, due process was not followed by KMC in taking the said decision because in the case of the CEO, the memo purporting to send her on administrative leave was issued and signed by an officer of KMC who is junior in rank to her. Who is that individual? And what is the rank? Do you recall?
The Director of Admin.
That of admin.
Yes.
And we said further, the decision was not taken in good faith. It was tainted by ulterior motives and was in the public domain before we were informed of it. What do you mean by this?
Sorry.
Your statement, the
Yes.
decision was not taken in good faith.
Yes.
It was tainted by ulterior motives
Yes.
and was in the public domain before we were informed of it. What do you mean by this?
Yes. What I mean is, they were not happy with the CEO definitely about that leakage of audio.
Yes.
So, when this loan issue came, so this was the this was the reason, or this is the actual, trap that they will use to get rid of her.
So you feel the mayor intended to cover up the issue regarding the deputy mayor,
Yes.
the deputy mayor's allegation of fraud,
Yes.
because there was an audio where he was allegedly soliciting bribe
Yes.
from Ecotech.
Yes.
And so, because he believed that the CEO leaked this video, as far as you're concerned, it is as a way of vengeance.
Exactly, because during this period, the deputy mayor's issue was discussed all around, but there was nothing being done about it.
Now, you went further to say that the ulterior motive have fired up by the following. Well, number one, that the CEO discovered the alleged fraud by the deputy mayor and reported it to the Lord Mayor, but the mayor did not take any action against the deputy mayor until it was reported on social media.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, what action was taken by the mayor, do you know? If any, at any point in time, against the deputy mayor?
Well, there was a time I had the deputy mayor resign as the deputy mayor. So I believe,
Resigning as a deputy mayor would not drop away or erase the fact that probably a serious issue of fraud had been reported.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I believe that resigning as the deputy mayor was a way to, at least cover up the issue.
Number two, that the mayor blamed the CEO for leaking the audio recordings of the alleged fraud by the deputy mayor to the social media. Number three, that some councillors are not happy with the CEO for trying to put a stop to the routine salary advance being requested by them sum to the amount of $80,000. Do you have facts on this?
Yes.
So what are you talking about here? Can you explain further?
Yes. Yes. There were advance salaries which were given to councillors. Yes.
Do you have names that you can give us and more information that you can always provide us after your testimony today
Yes.
to substantiate this?
Yes.
The last part is that some of the disgruntled members of the staff association are trying to use the office of the Lord Mayor to intimate the CEO and the executive of the staff association to relinquish the management of the staff association to them. Please explain further.
Yes, this is what I was explaining. Because when the mayor called us for that meeting, he clearly stated that all the committee members should leave and then we have new faces. So people like Monjai were not happy with that because they want to come back. He was lobbying for the position of the presidency. So, they were going back to the mayor, giving him wrong information about us, so that at least we will be kicked out and then they will come in as the committee. And then that is what exactly happened.
All right, Mr. Sanyang?
Yes.
Unless there are questions from the commissioners, we will wait for you to bring us the other documents that we have requested.
Okay.
Regarding your suspension letters.
Okay.
And other correspondence surrounding that.
Okay.
And then we will proceed from where we stop regarding this issue.
No problem.
We hand over to the commissioners.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Sanyang.
Yes.
You've tried to tie down two things that are not the same.
Okay.
The issue of the deputy mayor
Yes.
and the issue of the CEO.
Yes.
You have made mention of the $30,000.
Yes.
Now my question is, why would $30,000 be given to the CEO?
Yes.
The CEO knowing fully well that there is some transactions going on
Yes.
with an independent person who is supposed to provide, who they have entered into contractual transactions with.
Yes. Yes.
That is to get these plots and to distribute them to the members of the social welfare committee.
Yes.
Or membership.
Yes.
Now, how would you say that is not fraud? Did Senabu tell you that out of the blues, Mr. Danso just came and gave him the money, just like that?
Yes, Senabu told me that Mr. Danso went to her office to drop the 30,000 based on he was applying for loans, but she refused to take that money. When she
No, let me check with you. What loans is that? Is that not the Mr. Danso who had the properties who is supposed to give you the land?
Okay, this land is two different lands.
Yes.
Yes, the other one was in.
Now let's just establish.
Yes.
This Mr. Danso.
Yes.
Is this the Mr. Danso that is contracting with the association to give them land?
Yes.
So, what loan are you talking about now? Because he is the one that has an estate and is selling
Yes.
to you guys.
Yes.
You are the ones that are supposed to pay him.
Yes.
So, how does the question of loan come in?
Yes, Mr. Danso was following, he started this with the cleansing service.
Yes.
By then, we were not involved. So when he started with this cleansing service, it was a period of almost 9 months. By then, Jaja Cham was the then acting CEO. So, when Senabu came in, Jaja introduced Mr. Danso to Senabu about this land issue. So when Senabu, look at the documents that Mr. Danso was having, or the list of the names that Mr. Danso was having, Senabu told them that the council cannot be paying Mr. Danso directly. It will be very difficult. Now what we have to do is, we have to involve the welfare, as all staffs are, part of the welfare. Now the welfare will come in as the middleman. When, we deduct staffs, we will pay the welfare, and then the welfare now will pay Mr. Danso monthly. So this is how, it came about. So when we signed the contract with Mr. Danso, he later came to me and said for over 9 months he was following, Mr. Cham about this issue, and then he need to pay the family at least some money. So he will definitely want us to, provide a loan of either 3.3 million or 4 million. I have the letters that he wrote to the CEO, because later this CEO, disagreed with that and told him that what you signed with the welfare is every month we will be paying you, so you cannot get this loan.
All right. Now, for the previous transaction,
Yes.
Did you know, by any chance, whether they had approval from council to proceed to do these transactions?
There was no approval. When we were involved as the welfare, I got we signed an agreement with Mr. Danso too, that now it will be 60,000 every plot, and then every month we will be paying him what is deducted from staffs. So to proceed with that, I wrote, a letter or a memo to the CEO to give us the approval that we should start the monthly deduction. I think I have the copy of that memo here.
Okay, we have told you to put together all the documents that you have.
Okay.
Okay, yes, proceed.
Yes. So Mr. Danso was just following for this loan. I think that was the conversation between him and Senabu about this loan that brought up this 30,000 issue. Because there was a time Senabu even instructed us to stop let us not pay him, because the demarcations were not done. So we decided to stop paying him unless and until he did these demarcations.
Yes, but it is you, the committee, that should have been in the position to make sure that what you are contracting with Mr. Danso
Yes.
is properly executed.
Yes.
So that when it comes to paying his money,
Yes.
you understand, you wouldn't have problems.
Yes.
But based on what you have told this commission,
Yes.
it's a carry forward transaction in which you people took over from a transaction that was started with Jaja Cham, and it culminated to the Senabu Martin case. Is that
No, it was not even started by Jaya Jam. They just took the names of the staffs who were interested.
Okay.
So, but it was never started. When we came in, that was the time that we sat with Danso again, at least,
No, but earlier you told us that it was for the he was speaking to the
cleansing service.
cleansing service.
Yes.
By then, Jaja was the acting.
Yes.
At that point, did he discuss anything with Jaja Cham?
They
Because you just told us
Yes.
that he has been following Jaja Cham
Yes.
to give him some money to
Yes.
go and pay the owners of the land.
Yes.
So which means there must have been some discussion or some agreement
Yes.
for him to be following Jaja Cham
Yes.
to give him the money.
Yes,
Is that correct?
yes, there was some agreement with him, Jaya Cham, and the cleansing service staffs.
Yes.
But it didn't materialize because they didn't have any mode of payment, because you have to deduct the staffs from their salary in order to pay him, and they didn't know how to do about that. That is why Senabu involved us, that now we should take over the contract and then sign a contract with him. Now, when staffs are deducted, those monies will be paid to the welfare, and now the welfare will be paying Danso.
Okay, so Mr. Sanyang, we will give you time. You go and get us all the documentation.
Okay.
That is with respect to this.
Yes.
And that you have made some allegations.
Yes.
That some serious allegation. Let me not just say allegation. Some serious allegation.
Yes.
That the issue of the deputy mayor is used to deal with Senabu Martin.
Yes.
So you must provide us with evidence.
Yes.
Whatever evidence you have,
Yes.
for us to be able to appreciate
Yes.
what has transpired
Yes.
and to appreciate your testimony.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Council, you may proceed.
I'm done with this witness. Unless there are questions from the commissioners, we will wait for him to bring the documents that we have requested for, and then we'll proceed from the...
Yes, now let me just go back to the issue of the rates.
Yes.
from the internal audit,
Yes.
it seems there have been a lot of areas.
Yes.
How do you go about making sure that the areas that the council have is reduced to the barest minimum, given the fact that you have your documents to show that these are the number of properties that have not paid up?
Yes, for the areas, basically it is even, under my control because the debt collectors and the supervisors are directly answerable to me. So what we normally do is we serve demand notes. After serving demand notes, we serve notice form to notify them. After notifying them, we will liaise with the court that these people are owing the council some amount of money. We need to summon them. So we normally use the court to summon these people. So they normally come and appear before the court.
Now, do you have, what tariffs are you using for the rates?
The rates, for the basic rate, we are using 2.5, calculated on, based on the property.
Can you give the commission, can you provide the commission with the schedule of your tariffs that you're using? Because I know
Yes.
you have value properties, and
Yes,
et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
Please provide us with the schedule of tariffs that you were using from that the department was using,
Yes.
2018
Yes.
to date, to 2023.
Okay.
All right, since there are no assessments or review of the tariffs.
Yes, as I said, from 2014 to, it was last, reassessed in 2014. From 2014 to date.
So you are strictly, going by the 2014
yes, because basically,
schedule of tariff?
Yes, yes,
That is what you are going by.
yes.
Now,
It's okay. I will not forget, yes.
is it possible that properties are charged outside of that tariff?
Outside of?
Outside of the tariffs that are provided for?
Actually, no, I don't hope so. Because normally, when that's happened, sometimes we normally have issues. When people feel that they are charged outside tariff, we will advise them to write to the CEO. And then when that is done, the CEO will contact us, and then we will contact the planning department to go and reassess.
How many of such complaints have you received since you took over in 2021?
I have one issue on my table. There is one lady around Westfield.
How many? What is the number? Do you have a record of the issues that you have received?
I have two right now, two.
Yes, provide us with the details of what it is about.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
All right.
Mr. Sanyang, thank you for coming. We will call you back.
Thank you.
And you are discharged.
Thank you.
Mr. Bojang, can you please call in the next witness?
Good afternoon, Madam Witness. You can place your envelope on top of the table. Can place your envelope on top of the table. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. What is your religion?
Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
Mandinka.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Affirmation.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to affirm. Then use your right hand.
Yes.
No, I mean you use your right hand. Raise your right hand into the air. And then make sure you speak louder for everybody to hear you. I,
I,
Mball Mane,
Mball Mane,
do solemnly, sincerely,
sincerely,
and truly declare
and truly declare
and affirm that
and affirm that
the evidence
the evidence
I shall give shall be
shall be
the truth,
the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing
nothing
but the truth.
but the truth.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
Madam Mane.
Good afternoon, ma.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can we proceed?
Yes, Honorable Chairperson, the Assistant Counsel will lead the witness.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Good afternoon, Madam Mane.
Good afternoon.
Could you kindly tell the Commission your full names?
Follow iko ibe diabla di pandanga kang la saibe la moila ngame foi finance for iko ito ni kontongo.
Ntom Mball Mane les.
Mball Mane are my names.
Where do you live?
Ako be sawatri minto.
Sukuta.
Sukuta, I reside.
Do you still work for KMC?
Ako hansan ibe do kola KMC.
Ah,
Yes.
When did you start working for KMC?
Ako san bari ko ibe do kola ja. Ako watu jumala ye do ko dati KMC
2008.
2008.
And do you have your appointment letter?
Yes.
Ko for appointment letter be bulle bang.
Ah, bembulo hono.
Yes, I do.
Eventually, were you promoted?
Ako for inene promote le bang.
Ah,
Yes.
Is it Miss Mane or Mrs.?
Mrs.
Mrs.
Thank you. Now you're up to speak in Mandinka, so you have to wait for the interpreter to interpret, then you can speak. But if you
Ako bayre mane ka kang la tomo iko ila kalmo be kala wolte ako san hanna try mem fo ya mo ila ngale kang la bari se de fo nga fo ni mane ka kang la bari yo le ta ko ibi be dia mane wol.
Now, if you choose to change the language from speaking Mandinka to English, you can let us know. It will be faster when we can move
Ako
it.
iba jela fanang hanna try be la fila ka dia mane ngale kang la ko le be ma ko la wol si taria fanan no ako fana isa fo ntuli isa je se bula ngale kang fo.
Okay.
Be telema.
Ayo, ngamoy.
Very well.
All right. Now, were you confirmed?
Ako confirmation of e confirm le ba.
Confirmation o imagine na barinta ta jele HR mataraji aman nawde.
I was not issued with any and I went to HR but unfortunately I could not be able to lay my hands on any confirmation letter.
Okay, kindly provide us with your appointment letter and promotion letter that you're having with you.
Ako saan men be blue jang wala appointment in promotion letter is juwo jen wala ba.
Madam Mane, aside from your offer of appointment letter, I've seen promotion letter, redeployment letter as a debt collector and upgrading letter as well as a license collector. Is that right?
Ako kaboil appointment letter to ako ay letter kay to fla faran jeje memo agreement mi ala ko yela place wala faale memo promotion oti adu do fana ni kumu ibe mento inate bondi wato men na ye redeploy o fana letter o babulute.
And the fifth one is another redeployment letter in 2018 at the license unit as a license collector as well.
Ako fana lulu nyango kita letter oti mi ala ko fana kabri saudi ke samba license collector. Ako fana ne babula wala jeje. Yes, that is true. That's correct.
Now I've seen two redeployment letters, one dated the 8th of October 2018, another one 12th of October 2018, but for the same unit. And okay, this one is as a license collector, the same month, then as a debt collector. Am I right?
Ako full kita license collector and in debt collector. Ako panya juwe obe kita karikili ngoji. Ako full mantonya. Yes, that's correct.
That's fine. Madam Chair, we apply to tender the offer of appointment letter of the witness, Ms. Mball Mane, dated 13th day of February 2008. And a promotion letter dated 16 June 2009 addressed to the witness, Ms. Mball Mane, signed by Dua Ojata, Director of Admin, and copied to the Lord Mayor. Redeployment letter dated 8 October 2018, addressed to Ms. Mball Mane as a license collector, signed by Demboja for the acting CEO. Another redeployment letter dated 12 October 2018, addressed to Ms. Mball Mane, the witness, to the license unit as a debt collector, signed by Mr. Dembo Mane for the acting CEO. Then the last one is upgrading, dated 28th day of July 2022, addressed to the witness, Ms. Mball Mane, as a license collector, signed by Mr. Demboja for the CEO. Into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 28th of July 2022, addressed to Mball Mane, license collector, KMC, with the subject of grading. The letter is signed by Demboja for Chief Executive Officer and is copied to the Lord Mayor, Director of Finance, License Manager, Internal Audit and Payroll. A letter dated 12th of October 2018 with reference KMC/ADM/055 addressed to Ms. Maling Mane, Debt Collector, Debt Unit, with the subject redeployment. The letter is signed by Demboja for Acting Chief Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, KMC, Acting Director of Finance, Director of Internal Audit, License Manager, Debt Manager. A letter dated the 8th of October 2018 with reference KMC/ADM/055 addressed to Ms. Maling Mane, License Collector, License Unit, subject redeployment, and it is signed by Demboja for Acting Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, Acting Director of Finance, Director of Internal Audit, License Manager, and Debt Manager. A letter dated the 16th of June 2009 with reference KMC/ADM/055 addressed to Mbaling Mane, Debt Collector, KMC, with the subject promotion. The letter is signed by Dua Ojata, Director of Administration, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, KMC, Director of Finance, Manager, Debt, and IT Technician. The last letter is dated the 13th of February 2008 with reference KMC/ADM/055 addressed to Mbaling Mane, Sukuta Village, Kombo North, and the letter is signed by Dua Ojata, Director of Administration, and copied to the Mayor, the Acting Director of Finance, Debt Manager, Internal Auditor, and IT Manager. These documents are admitted in a bundle as an exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/MM/KMC/001.
As the Commission pleases. Now, Ms. Mane.
Sorry, Council, she said she is Madam.
Very well.
Yes.
Thank you. Madam Mane, as of 2018, were you still a debt collector?
Ako 2018 wo etra mo la fo fananketa ibenun debt collector ya.
No, where I moved Lansing. 2018 I moved to Lansing.
It was on that very year that I was moved to the Lansings.
Now, what is your highest education?
Ako sa ila karango afolodla na dandula.
Senior secondary school.
Micro use.
Beg your pardon. Highest
Senior secondary high school.
Okay. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Highest qualification, I meant to say. Now, as a license collector in 2018, do you have a cash book?
Ako bayri fango ya fo ifa ko 2018 where ye utumole Saudi ke samba Lansings. Ako kang fo ye fen ko sotole bang buko ben katral bulu alkam e kamen for cash book.
Ha, bambulo konon.
Yes, I do.
That was from 2018 to when? As a license collector.
Kabo 2018 for ati juma kabiri be license collector yala. Sanji Jelu.
2018 up to 2023.
2018 to 2023.
That's fine. Now, do you have your cash books with you?
Ako ila cash book all be able jang.
Ha, bambule fele.
Yes, I do.
From 2018 to 2023?
Ako kabo 2018 kana 2023.
Ha, bambule.
Yes, all of them are with me here.
Could you provide it to the registrar?
Ako so fo sa dino nyina bang ambe ngawo
Madam Chair, we apply to tender the cash books of the witness, Madam Mball Mane, 6 books ranging from 2018 to 2023 into evidence as an exhibit.
Ko sang ide kuka ole mo ila bukolo mi alang ko ila kas bukol kabo 2018 kanafo 2023 mbe dundela se commission auto ngake se di jaroti.
Okay.
Very well.
Six cash books maintained by the witness, Madam Mball Mane, covering the period 2018 to 2023. These books are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/MM/KMC/002.
As the commission pleases. Madam Mane, do you remember making a statement with the investigators of the commission?
Ako fo haklo ba kan ne ko inene nata jang yesterday no di investigational team member jang. Yes.
Now your statement will be shown to you. You can go through it and confirm the contents of the
Ako
statement.
sanyi ole dilateng nyanto mente ole msan ka juwe ka faham ko tonya lam yinem na statement oti kamendi nuja.
Was that the statement you gave the
Ko
investigators?
nyina muila famla statement o emendi nuja.
Statement on Gamudi.
Yes, this is the very statement that I have given.
And you confirm the contents and you still go by the contents?
Ako kalamol membi yebe juwele wolem. Yes, I do.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender the statement of Madam Mball Mane, dated the 23rd of August 2024 into evidence as an exhibit.
Ako an sanyi de ku kala wala wala statement olu de dundela commission oto kake
And
sede jaroti.
Madam Mane, we've seen in the statement the sex, it says male, and the correction should be female. Do you still go by that?
Ako kamenje la statement oto wol ko keo. Andalata ko ite manke keo ti. Ako hati sanyi fo be wole continue la kataba.
And it all a mistake, the female.
It's an error.
Noted.
Female.
Noted. Thank you.
The witness statement dated the 23rd of August 2024 made by Mball Mane is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/MM/KMC/003.
Ask the commission pleases. Madam Mane, were you the one receiving the invoice books from the finance department, or were you receiving them through your manager?
Ako invoice sol mi alang ko alka mentamandi. Ako ite kay kila invoice sol soto jumale bulu foi ka soto finance department bang foi la manager le kadila.
Ngatam finance department.
I am supplied by the financial department.
And they have their records of what they issued to you, but do you have the records of what you've been taking from the finance department, both the invoices and the receipt books?
Ako sanbari wolo ni kadila buko be bulle bay ka sign dame be ngomen dila wolo invoice odu ani receipt wolo. Ani fanang foi fana ifan so buko sotle mi alon ko e ngomen dungi bulu même invoice oti wala receipt oli ka sa fe wolto.
Hani ngata je nka sign wolto.
No, whenever I'm issued with those documents, I do sign therein.
And then you will serve these businesses with the invoices.
Ako amunta ko sawo invoices sol ifangole ka wol dung business lal bulu.
I'm following the business.
Yes, I do serve them myself.
Were you at any point collecting the invoices issued by your manager or supervisors, you collecting the money on their behalf?
Ako sign for wo invoices sol wala mi alon ko ite ma wolu di julol la bari la boss nyol wala la manager sol wala ka di julol la. Ako fo wato nene sota mi alon ko wo modu ifangole kataje ke kodo tay bulu.
Ha itolka invoice o isule den ni ilafta payment ola ikafanye purungata je ngata nga payment to taji.
Yes, it happens whenever they serve invoices to the businessmen and it is time for payment, they instruct me myself to go and do the collection for myself.
And how do you keep records of the monies you receive on their behalf, invoices issued by them? How do you keep records of that separate from your own transactions?
Ako san ite ka ul safe nyaadi le wala ke safe mintole kodo mi yalon ko ite ma receipt ol di ima invoice ol di bare la boss nyol le invoice ol di bare ite le tata ka kodo ta wol bulu ako e ka o safe nyaadi le mi yalon ko woni ite fango ta mankiling I include them all in my cash book.
And upon receiving these monies, where do you take the monies to?
Ako san wo kodo ni adungi bulu ite ka wo kodo samami I used to take these monies, submit them at the cashiers.
Sorry, I have a question. Yes, Madam Mane, you said that.
Yes, it's there.
You said that you entered the invoices in your cash book. Is that correct? You said you entered the invoices in your cash book.
Ako fo ni ne fa janko ye ka ila invoices so kamen di like ka safe ila cash book oro. No, I don't say that. I did not. I don't write them in my cash book.
But please clarify, because I think council asked you where do you record the invoices that you issue out? And you said, if I could get your evidence correctly, you said you enter them in your cash book.
Ako na turu askeno ame mo iku kala alafta je seni andi bak. Ako bayri ila ke ni kamen na wala mu invoice sol mi ala ko ifa ko kamenu di. Ako ko safe min dole.
Ay man ni nga wala ko nyelo ko ni nga ko do receive comme na bossi sol ka fenko invoice sol mundi ni nga receive nga o ko do kenya nga record book ko na nyaadi. Ama for invoice wala ko come in payment.
She doesn't mean the invoices. What she was asking me was the monies that I used to receive from the vendors while I did not serve those invoices. They were served by my bosses. Where did I normally record those recordings? I said I include them in my cash book with my own collection that I have served myself.
Okay, so now please take this cash book, your 2019 cash book, and clarify for us, because I see some of the entries of your invoice numbers in your cash book, and tell me which one is this.
Ako sa ifa wani mbukota ya seni andi nyanu ako be nyame ako bayre na aka invoice dol jemi ala ko ya sa fe jeli ala fe je seni ndai
ha ni invoice sol mun fenkete staff tentin mfongole ngoni don't staff.
Yes, these invoices are the ones that I serve personally myself.
All right, so the ones you don't serve, where do you record them?
Ako mi ala ko ifa